You're listening to Deep Cuts on Pittsfield Community Radio, 89.7 WTBR-FM Pittsfield and 88.1 WSBR Lee, Massachusetts.
They read all the books, but they can't find answers.
Dada on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
nothing more lovely. There's nothing more profound than the certainty that all of this will end. That all of this will end. So open your arms to me, open your arms to me. This will be the one moment that matters, and this will be the one thing we remember, and this will be the reason to look better, and this will be the one moment that matters at all. So while the mud reclaims our footprints, while our bones keep looking back, for growth and swallowing the past. Therefore the grace of God go away. Therefore the grace of God go away. Therefore the grace of time and chance and entropy's cruel hands. So open your arms to me, open your arms to me. This will be the one moment that matters, and this will be the one thing we remember, and this will be the reason to remember, and this will be the one moment that matters at all. So won't you stay here with me, and feel till we blister our hands. So won't you stay here with me, and build us some temples, build us some castles, build us some monuments, and burn them all right down. So open your arms to me, open your arms to me. This will be the one moment that matters, and this will be the one thing we remember, and this will be the reason to remember, and this will be the one moment that matters. So just stay here with me, until we blister. This will be the one thing we remember. So just stay here with me, build us some temples, build us some castles, build us some monuments. This will be the one moment that matters, and this will be the one moment that matters at all.
Okay, go. The one moment we've all been waiting for all afternoon just happened a few minutes ago as the U.S. Women's Olympic Hockey Team defeated Canada in overtime on a goal by Megan Keller. So congratulations to the U.S. Women's Hockey Team for bringing home the gold just a couple of minutes ago. Hey, from their new album Tenterhooks, which they say appropriately means waiting nervously for something to happen, which just did a couple of minutes ago, the Silver Sun Pickups on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We live in separate lives, severed all the tides. We play another round, keep our heads down.
Brand new from the band, which took its name from a Los Angeles package store, the Silver Sun Pickups, with their latest Long Gone on Pittsfield Community Radio. Good afternoon. My name is Hannah. Welcome to Deep Cuts as we wrap up this short work week after the observance of President's Day on Monday. Coming up, we're going to take a look back to that celebration with a set of music dealing with recent chief executives. That's next on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
Join PCTV and WTBR as we host a music bingo event coming up Thursday, February 26th at 6 p.m. at Shire Tavern in Dalton. A fun evening of music, prizes, and much more as we raise money for PCTV and WTBR. Tickets are $20 and can be purchased at pittsfieldtv.org. Shire Tavern's regular menu and cash bar will be available. That's Music Bingo to raise money for PCTV and WTBR at Shire Tavern. Thursday, February 26th at 6 p.m. Get your tickets today at pittsfieldtv.org.
Anyone can be an entrepreneur with a little bit of time and passion. We want to help you turn your dream into a business.
Join our network of 99 other local small businesses. The Business Accelerator walks entrepreneurs step by step through building long-term success for their businesses and connects entrepreneurs with the vast small business network here in the Berkshires.
Have you had an idea buzzing? Learn more about our programs at eforall.org/Berkshire-County.
Support for this public service announcement comes from Berkshire Community College and Park Square Productions.
Need help with a new device? PCTV's Digital Navigator can match you with a free laptop, desktop, tablet, or hotspot from our available stock, thanks to the Alliance for Digital Equity. We'll also assess if your current device is worth fixing or ready to recycle. Get a free consultation at PCTV 4 Federico Drive, Pittsfield, or call 413-445-4234. Brought to you by PCTV and the Alliance for Digital Equity, keeping communities connected.
Hey, this is Dave Cachet, the archivist of the WTBR-FM Vinyl Library. Tune in Saturday mornings at 9 for Random Draw, a trip through the vinyl archives of WTBR. I'll take you back in time to when these records were brand new. Each week, I'm going to pick a random spot in the vast record library of WTBR and pull out a bunch of great vinyl to play for you. That's right, an hour's worth of random songs with that rich vinyl sound, just the way you remember them. That's Random Draw every Saturday morning at 9, only on WTBR.
Berkshire weather.
WTBR radar weather for the Pittsfield area this afternoon. Partly sunny. Near steady temperature in the mid-30s. South wind around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Cold with lows in the mid-20s. Southeast wind around 5 miles per hour. Friday, a chance of snow in the morning, then snow and freezing rain in the afternoon. Snow accumulation around an inch. Ice accumulation around a trace. Highs in the mid-30s. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation near 100%. Weather forecasts for WTBR-FM are provided by the National Weather Service.
Just trying to remember when the last time was I saw the sun in Berkshire County. It is overcast out there right now and 35 degrees. My name is Hannah, and in 1985, then President Ronald Reagan gave a speech defending U.S. support for Contra rebels in Nicaragua, saying it wasn't a question of right and left, but of right and wrong. In response, singer Joe Jackson said, Reagan has been ranting and raving about terrorism, but now he's giving the Contras millions of dollars so they can commit their own terrorism. That dispute inspired this song. Joe Jackson with Right and Wrong on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
Stop everything. I think I'll hit a president. The Pied Piper of the TV screen. It's gotta make it simple. And he's got it all mapped out and illustrated with cartoons. Too hard for clever folks to understand. Yeah, them are you used to words like ideology, but they say it's not the issue. Ideology. They're not talking about right or left. They're talking about right and wrong. Do you know the difference? Right and wrong. Do you know the difference between the right and the left and the east and the west? What you know and the things that you'll never see. So what you think? You like the Yankees or the Mets this year? And what about this latest war of words? What about the commies? You know, I saw the news last night, all illustrated with cartoons. So when they come with that opinion poll, yeah, they better not use words like ideology. Try to tell me about the issues. Ideology. Whose side are you on? 'Cause we're talking about right and wrong. Do you know the difference? Right and wrong. Do you know the difference between the right and the left and the east and the west? What you know and the things that you'll never see. Right and wrong. Do you know the difference? Right and wrong. Do you know the difference between the right and the left and the east and the west? What you know and the things that you'll never see. Pull them just behind the bridge, she lays her down. He frowns, gee, my life's a funny thing. Am I still too young? Then and there, she took his ring, took his babies, took him minutes, took her nowhere. Heaven knows she'd have taken anything. All night, she wants a young American. Young American, young American. She wants a young American. All right, she wants a young American. these 20 years to have to die for the 50 more. Once a young American, once a young American, right, once a young leather, leather everywhere. Not a myth left from the get-go. Well, would you carry a razor in a case just in case of depression? Sit on your hands, survivors, flushing out all the Afro genes. Ain't that close to love? Ain't that close to love? Well, ain't that Barbie doll? Her heart's been broken just like make me break down and cry. Break down and cry all night. I want the young American. I want the young American. All right. I want the young American.
The Cure helping us to remember Bill Clinton with their cover of the David Bowie classic Young Americans on this President's Day week. Nee Yo combines forces with Herbie Hancock and the Goo Goo Dolls' Johnny Resnick for this tribute to Barack Obama. Forward on Pittsfield Community Radio.
I have never been more hopeful about America. Not because I think I have all the answers. Not because I'm naive about the magnitude of our challenges. I'm hopeful because of you.
You can't give up on hope. Each other's hand we hold. We're on a long, hard road, but we travel it together. We pull each other up, we fill each other's cup, so we all have enough. We're all in this together. Oh, we're halfway there. So stand up if you can. Yeah, 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 yeah. We need to make our way each and every day. You need to vote and say, leave us moving forward, building every day. Yeah, we're on our way. So let them hear you say, we'll move this country forward. Ooh, yeah. We'll move this country forward.
Yes, things are still tough now, but take a moment and think how we've come so far and how we did it all together. For all and not just some, for the many, not just one. And we're so far from done. Is it clearing in the weather?
No time to back down. We're on our way to higher ground. Yeah.
Need to make our way each and every day. You need to vote and say, keep us moving forward.
Building every day. Yeah, we're on our way. So let them hear you say, we'll move this country forward.
Yes, our path is harder, but it leads to a better place. Yes, our road is longer, but we travel it together. We don't turn back. We leave no one behind. We pull each other up. We draw strength from our victories, and we learn from our mistakes.
We're halfway there. So stand up if you can. Responsibility
And dignity.
and civility. Hey. With equality and stability.
And humanity. Keep on moving
Make our way each and every day. You need to vote and say, keep on moving forward.
building every day. Yeah, we're on our way.
So let them hear you say, we'll move this country forward. We'll move this country forward.
Our problems can be solved. Our challenges can be met. The path we offer may be harder, but it leads to a better place. And I'm asking you to choose that future.
Move this country forward. He's coming down the escalator with a girl from east of here. He wants to make the country greater. We've got nothing left to fear. Because the man in the tinfoil hat is sitting on the throne tonight. It kind of feels like a coup d'etat, but it's gonna be great, tremendous, amazing and all that. 'Cause the man in the tinfoil hat is bleeding like a teenage girl. He puts the Pluto in plutocrat, but it's gonna be a huge, huge, huge new world. Because the man in the tinfoil hat is sitting on the throne tonight. It kind of feels like a coup d'etat, but it's gonna be huge, huge, huge new world. 'Cause the man in the tinfoil hat is gonna drain the swamp tonight and fill it up with alternative facts. And it's gonna be great, tremendous, amazing, and all that. 'Cause the man in the tinfoil hat is tweeting like a teenage girl. He puts the Pluto in Pluto's hat. 'Cause we're gonna be huge, huge, huge new world. Because the man in the tinfoil hat is sitting on the throne tonight. Kind of feels like a coup d'etat, and it's gonna be great, tremendous, amazing, and all that.
Todd Rundgren and Donald Fagen with their satirical assessment of the current occupant of the White House. That song is called Tinfoil Hat on Pittsfield Community Radio. Hey, on Tuesday, New Orleans was the epicenter of Mardi Gras festivities as the carnival season came to an end. And since I am always the last one to the party and better late than never, we are going to join that celebration next on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
Still paying for that monthly gym membership? How about that streaming service you never watch? Why not support WTBR-FM instead? For just $8.97 a month, you could show your support for our community radio station today. Go to WTBR-FM.com and click Donate. It's as easy as that. We need to support this station to keep it on the air, and every little bit helps. WTBR-FM, for the love of radio.
Have you ever needed help? It's not a trick question, it's an easy one. Why? Because the answer is yes. Everybody needs help sometimes. ServiceNet is a nonprofit mental health and human services organization with over 100 programs across Western Massachusetts. Whether you or your family need help with a temporary concern or with a long-standing issue, you're not alone. ServiceNet is here to help. To learn more, visit servicenet.org today.
Support for this public service announcement comes from Berkshire Community College and Park Square Productions.
Hello, Michael Hitchcock from Roots and Dreams and Mustard Seeds, here to say we build working class power. If you work for money, if you're unemployed, disabled, a student, or retired, homeless or immigrant, you're working class, and you've got more in common with other workers everywhere than you do with bosses anywhere. If you want to build working class power, come to our food pantry, Mercado de Vida, at 119 Fenn Street. Can't wait to meet you.
Hello, my name is Sergeant Mark Madalena with the Pittsfield Police Department. As you know, decisions we make every day can affect us for the rest of our lives. What you may not realize is that you are 23% more likely to be involved in a collision while you are texting and driving. That means texting and driving makes you 23 times more likely to cause a crash. Every day in the United States, 9 people are killed and more than 1,000 are injured as a result of a crash caused by a distracted driver. Remember, put down the phone and arrive alive. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Pittsfield Police Department in cooperation with WTBR-FM.
Welcome to Beyond, a 1-hour program of science fiction, fantasy, and adventure. I'll be your host, Beverly Prentice. Listen in every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. My email is beyond3x5@gmail.com.
Good afternoon. My name is Hannah, back from the great beyond, just in time to go to a big party, Mardi Gras, as Dire Straits takes us to the planet of New Orleans on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
Nautilus and dolphin, waiting on Marie on D. I'm trying to place a tune under Louisiana moonbeam. On the planet of a New Orleans. Did it partly call to 7? And in her eyes are green. And something that you said in a dream. Inside of my suit, I got my mojo root and a true love figurine. For the planet of a New Orleans. New Orleans, with other life upon it, and everything that's shaking in between. If you should ever land upon it, you better know what's on it. Planet of a New Orleans. I'm trying to find my way through the rain and the steam. I'm looking straight ahead through the screen. And then I heard her say something in the limousine. I'm taking a ride across the planet of a New Orleans. If she was an eighth, and I was just a jack in the cards we'll never see. We could have been the king and the queen, but she took me on back to her courtyard where magnolia perfume screams. Behind the gates in the granite of the planet of a New Orleans. New Orleans, with other life upon it, with everything that's shaking in between. If you should ever land upon it, well, you better know what's on it. Planet of New Orleans. Shaking in between. If you should ever land upon it, you better know what's on it. Planet of a New
One of those places that's still on my bucket list to visit someday. That's Dire Straits with the Planet of New Orleans on Pittsfield Community Radio. You know, with the end of Mardi Gras, the end of the carnival season, comes the beginning of Lent. Many of you probably having ashes inscribed on your forehead yesterday. Our spotlight reflects on the 40 days ahead next on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
Pittsfield Community Television has relaunched our website at pittsfieldtv.org with a new design to make it easier to find our live streams with PCTV Select, where you can watch live sports, city meetings, and more. Now it's simple to find our past shows on demand and future TV schedules. You can also quickly find information on how to be a member, our upcoming training sessions, and how to donate to PCTV. Check it out at pittsfieldtv.org.
Hey, do you want to be a part of the Berkshire music scene? Join the Berkshire Concert Choir and come sing with us. Berkshire Concert Choir is a community chorus open to all singers without auditions. Dues are very affordable, and no one is turned away if unable to pay. We sing everything from classical pieces to show tunes, international music to gospel, pop, and more. Interested? Join the Berkshire Concert Choir. But if singing really isn't your thing, we'd just love to see you in the audience. For more information, go to berkshireconcertchoir.org or visit us on Facebook.
Help children and families struggling with mental health and behavioral issues get the treatment they need by booking an equine-assisted team building session for your organization at Berkshire Horseworks. All proceeds go directly toward funding programming for those at risk. Call Berkshire Horseworks at 413-698-3700 or visit our website, berkshirehorseworks.org.
Support for this public service announcement comes from Berkshire Community College and Park Square Productions.
The Berkshire Queer History Project by Berkshire Stonewall Community Coalition is an ongoing initiative to document the lived experiences of our community and ensure the preservation of our voices in our voices. Our goal is to collect these stories to form an archive that may be used for future exhibitions, research, or simply as a way to remember our past struggles and triumphs and look towards the future together. For more information, please get in touch with us at berkshirestonewall.org.
Support for this public service announcement comes from Berkshire Community College and Park Square Productions.
Hey, this is Mike Pezzo. Remember those tunes your parents told you to turn down? Better yet, remember those tunes your grandparents told your parents to turn down? Well, on Mike's Amazing Music and Oldies show, you'll hear sometimes oldies, sometimes blues, sometimes local performers, and a lot of rock on Berkshire County's only rock station, 89.7 WTBR-FM, Pittsfield Community Radio, Thursdays at noon. Tune in and be entertained and educated.
Berkshire weather.
WTBR radar weather for the Pittsfield area this afternoon. Partly sunny. Near steady temperature in the mid-30s. South wind around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Cold with lows in the mid-20s. Southeast wind around 5 miles per hour. Friday, a chance of snow in the morning, then snow and freezing rain in the afternoon. Snow accumulation around an inch. Ice accumulation around a trace. Highs in the mid-30s. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation near 100%. Weather forecasts for WTBR-FM are provided by the National Weather Service.
Right now, we are still waiting for the final verdict from our weatherman concerning Sunday's big nor'easter, but at this point, he's telling me that it is supposed to stay out to sea, so fingers crossed that he's right. Right now it is overcast in the Berkshires and 36 degrees as our spotlight guides us to contrition, beginning with Suzanne Vega on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
Once I stood alone, so proud, held myself above the crowd, and now I'm low on the ground. From here I look around to see what avenues belong to me. I can't tell what I found. Now what would you have me do? I ask you please. I wait to hear. The mother and the matador, the mystic here before like me to stare you down. You appear without a face, disappear but leave your trace. I feel your unseen frown. Now what would you have me do? I ask you please. I wait to hear your voice, the word you say. I wait to see your sign. Would I I look for you in heathered moor, the desert and the ocean floor. How low does one heart go? Looking for your fingerprints, I find them in coincidence and make my faith to grow. Forgive me all my blindnesses, my weakness and unkindnesses, as yet unbending still. Struggling so hard to see my fist against eternity. And will you break my will? Now what would you have me do? I ask you please. I wait to hear your voice, the word you say. I wait to see your sign. Would I obey? Now what would you have me do? I ask you please. I wait to hear your voice, the word you say. I wait to see your sign. Could I
Confessing our devotion to great music, we are Pittsfield Community Radio, 89.7 WTBR-FM Pittsfield and 88.1 WSBR Lee, Massachusetts.
God. There by the grace of God. With grace we will suffer. With grace we shall recover. There by the grace of God. There by the grace of God. With grace we will suffer. With grace we shall recover. There by the grace of God. There by the grace of God. There by the grace of God. And all the drugs in the world. With grace we will suffer. With grace we shall recover. There by the grace of God. There by the grace of God. With grace we will suffer. With grace we shall recover. There by the grace of God. There by the grace of God. And all the drugs in the world can't save us from ourselves. Victims with the saddest hearts, passing by the grace of God. There by the grace of God.
Where do we go? Nobody knows. I've gotta say I'm on my way down. God give me style and give me grace. God put a smile upon my face. Where do we go to draw the line? I've gotta say I wasted all your time, honey, honey. Where do I go to fall from grace? God put a smile upon your face, yeah. Now when you work it out, I'm worse than you. Yeah, when you work it out, I wanted to. Now when you work out where to draw the line, your guess is as good as where do we go? Nobody knows. Don't ever say you're on your way down when God gave you style and gave you grace and put a smile upon your face. Oh yeah. Now when you work it out, I'm worse than you. Yeah, when as mine. It's as good as mine. As good as mine. As good as Where do we go? Nobody knows. Don't ever say you're on your way down when God gave you style and gave you grace and put a smile upon your face.
Still smiling as we wrap up our spotlight on the beginning of Lent with Coldplay on Pittsfield Community Radio. Sadly, the last couple of weeks saw the loss of two notable figures from the rock world, and we are going to pay tribute to them next on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
Where does democracy actually begin? Well, it begins right here at home, at our local city and school meetings, the place where really big decisions are made that affect you and your family directly. With good TV coverage, these decisions are transparent, our residents are well informed, and elected officials are held accountable. Without reliable coverage, these decisions go under the radar. Support PCTV's local meeting coverage today. Pittsfield Community Television. Democracy starts here.
The BRTA offers training to any person or group new to using the bus system or the process. We have a certified travel trainer that will make the process easier. Our travel trainer will ride the bus with you until you are more comfortable with how everything works. They can teach you about fares, how to read the schedules, how to get on or off the bus, and pedestrian safety. If you are interested in this service, please email traveltraining@berkshirerta.com.
Support for this public service announcement comes from Berkshire Community College and Park Square Productions.
Living in Recovery is a peer recovery support center located in downtown Pittsfield. We welcome all who have struggled with addiction or those affected by another's addiction.
What have you learned while being involved at Living in Recovery?
I can own my own recovery path.
What has been your experience at Living in Recovery?
It's a family.
What keeps you coming back to Living in Recovery?
The live events.
For more information on Living in Recovery, visit our website, livinginrecoverypittsfield.org, or phone us at 413-570-8243.
Are you ready to volunteer? Does your organization need volunteers? Let Berkshire United Way be your guide. We can help you use your time and talent to serve people in our community. Visit volunteerberkshireuw.org or call us at 413-442-6948 to get started or learn more. Again, that's 413-442-6948.
Support for this public service announcement comes from Berkshire Community College and Park Square Productions.
Good afternoon, my radio listening friends. Are you ready to discover songs you love in a whole new light? Well, tune in to Newman's Undercover.
Hello, Newman.
Where we shine a spotlight on the best and most fun and special cover songs from all musical styles. Join me every Tuesday from noon to 1 p.m. on 89.7 FM, WTBR Community Radio.
With all the messy weather headed our way tomorrow, I might just be tempted to spend my entire day under the covers. My name is Hannah. This program is Deep Cuts, and recently we were saddened to learn of the much too soon passing of Cake co-founder Greg Brown following a brief illness, dying at the age of 56. We remember him with his best-known hit. This is The Distance on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
Reluctantly crouched at the starting line, engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up. Churning and burning, they yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver and muscle for rank. Fuel burning fast on an empty tank. Reckless and wild, they pour through the turns. Their prowess is potent and secretly stern. As they speed through the finish, the flags go down. The fans get up and they get out of town. The arena is is empty, except for one man still driving and striving as fast as he can. The sun has gone down and the moon has come up, and long ago somebody left with the cup. But he's driving and striving and hugging the turns and thinking of someone for whom he still burns. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. She's all alone in a time of need. Because he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and biting and riding on his horse. He's going the distance. Trophy, no flowers, no flashbulbs, no wine. He's haunted by something he cannot define. Bowel-shaking earthquakes of doubt and remorse assail him, impale him with monster truck force. In his mind, he's still driving, still making the grade. She's hoping in time that her memories will fade, cause he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and fighting and riding on his horse. The sun has gone down and the moon has come up, and long ago somebody left with the cup. But he's striving and driving and hugging the turns and thinking of someone for whom he still burns. Cause he's going the distance. He's going for speed. She's all alone in a time of need. Because he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and biting and riding on his horse. He's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and biting and riding on his horse. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. He's going the distance. Looking back at the beginning of this and how life was, just you and me and loving all of our friends, living life like an ocean. But now the current's only pulling me down. It's getting harder to breathe. It won't be too long and I'll be going under. Can you save me from this? Cause it's not my time. I'm not going. There's a fear in me. It's not showing. This could be the end of me. Everything I know. Ooh, but I won't go.
Three Doors Down, who lost their lead singer Brad Arnold a week and a half ago at the age of 47, following a long battle with cancer and fulfilling the old saying that only the good die young, as he was universally liked by everyone. My name is Hannah. Coming up, we share some examples of bands which beat the odds. That's next on Pittsfield Community Radio.
Do you have a favorite show on WTBR-FM? Did you miss the last episode? We've got good news for you. Most of our shows are now available on podcast. You can subscribe to your favorite and have the latest episode downloaded to your device automatically on Apple, Google, Amazon Music, Stitcher, or Overcast. Go to WTBRFM.com/podcasting and find out more today. WTBR-FM, for the love of radio.
You're hearing the stories of our county-wide housing challenges all the time. Housing the Berkshires, a coalition of change, is a growing group of community stakeholders, municipal leaders, and friends just like you who want to create a positive impact on housing needs in the Berkshires. Join us in our commitment to making lasting changes in our housing landscape. We are good neighbors, creative innovators, committed partners, and determined navigators. To join us, visit berkshirehousing.com today.
Support for this public service announcement comes from Berkshire Community College and Park Square Productions.
Music education in the Pittsfield Public Schools builds skills for the future.
I love the true meaning of hard work because the flute is very challenging, but to play a whole song on the flute is amazing.
Music has made my life different in a few ways. First, I got to learn how to read music. Second, I got to know how to play an instrument that is complicated to learn because you can't look at the keys.
Students in music education know the true meaning of hard work and patience. Support your school's music program.
Hey, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Riley.
Do you like 90s alternative?
Do you like 2000s emo?
Are you tired of the same old predictable radio?
Tune in to Zennial Yearbook on WTBR. We're playing the best alternative songs from the 90s and early 2000s.
We're playing Green Day, Foo Fighters,
Blink-182, Weezer, and more My Chemical Romance than is required by law.
So tune your Walkman to 89.7 FM WTBR. Saturdays at 2 p.m. for all this and more.
It's Zennial Yearbook!
Berkshire weather.
WTBR radar weather for the Pittsfield area this afternoon. Partly sunny. Near steady temperature in the mid-30s. South wind around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Cold with lows in the mid-20s. Southeast wind around 5 miles per hour. Friday, a chance of snow in the morning, then snow and freezing rain in the afternoon. Snow accumulation around an inch. Ice accumulation around a trace. Highs in the mid-30s. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation near 100%. Weather forecasts for WTBR-FM are provided by the National Weather Service.
I think our sunshine has gone into the witness protection program because it continues to avoid detection. Right now, the overcast and heavy clouds hang in there. It is 36 degrees in the Berkshires. My name is Hannah, and those of you who have dealt with adversity might be able to relate to this band. Their lead guitarist, Dave Pritchard, died of leukemia at the age of 26. Then their lead singer, John Bush, left to join Anthrax. And to top it off, the band was dropped by their record label, but they persevered. And this tribute to Pritchard went on to become a cult metal classic. This is Armored Saint with The Last Train Home on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
another roll of the dice. Oh, my 11s and 7s been coming up 6s and 9s. Since I met for you, babe, I'm coming on changing times. They're waiting over the rise, just another roll of the dice. I've stumbled and I know I've made my mistakes. Oh, but tonight I'm gonna be playing for all of the stakes. Well, it's never too late, so come on, girl, the tables are waiting. Oh, you and me and Lady Leadwood, tonight we'll be celebrating. Drinking champagne on ice, just another roll of the dice. I'll always lay down your bets and I'll raise you. Hey, well, I know the odds ain't in my favor. Baby, I'm just a clown going down, looking to come up a stair. I'm a thief in the house of love and I can't be trusted. Well, I've been making my heist, just another roll of the dice. Just another roll of the dice. Move on up, move on up. Roll me, baby, in this fool's heaven. Oh yeah, just another roll of the dice. Come on, sail, come on, sail. Roll me, baby, in this fool's heaven. Just another roll, and just another roll. Move on up, get on up. Roll me, baby, oh, tonight, yeah, just a roll.
Bruce Springsteen from his 1992 album Human Touch. That was the first album he made without the E Street Band, with a song that says that even if you've been throwing snake eyes, there's always a chance your next toss will be a 7. That's Roll of the Dice on Pittsfield Community Radio. Up next, Rush and Geddy Lee tell the true story of his Polish parents who survived numerous concentration camps during World War II before being liberated from Auschwitz. Due to their isolation, when they were finally free, they remained living in the camp because they believed that they and their fellow survivors were the only ones left in the world. Eventually, Geddy Lee's parents emigrated to Canada and helped to encourage this song, Red Sector A, on 89.7 WTBR-FM. The latest from Daughtry is a song about helplessness in the face of overwhelming odds. That's Antidote on Pittsfield Community Radio. My name is Hannah, and when I turn this microphone on again, I'll have the brand new song inspired by a rock star's ill-fated participation in a pool party. That story and the song is next on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
Support for WTBR comes from Greylock Federal Credit Union, proud to support high school arts and sports programs to help our community thrive. Greylock Federal, with locations throughout the Berkshires and online at greylock.org. And from UCP of Western Massachusetts. UCP of Western Mass is hiring full and part-time opportunities to provide a life without limits for people with disabilities. For more information, ucpwma.org/jobs.
Struggling with technology? Can't find reliable information online? Ready to toss your phone? PCTV is here to help. From filtering emails to making video calls, our free digital navigation services have you covered. Visit us at 4 Federico Drive, Pittsfield, or call 413-445-4234. Our friendly navigator will help you step by step, even if you don't know where to start. Brought to you by PCTV and the Alliance for Digital Equity, bridging the digital divide one connection at a time.
Join us at the Pittsfield Farmers Market. More than just a place to shop, each month meet your local farmers, artisans, friends, and neighbors. Enjoy the bounty of the Berkshires at a market that's accessible to all shoppers. The market has fresh, local, and seasonal produce, meat, eggs, cheese, baked goods, flowers, artisan goods, and most of all, community. Join us once a month every second Saturday, starting November 8th through April 11th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Zion Church.
Dreaming of owning your own home? Don't wait. Central Berkshire Habitat for Humanity has applications open now for beautiful new homes under construction in Pittsfield and Housatonic. But hurry, opportunities like this don't last. Space is limited and deadlines are fast approaching. Visit berkshirehabitat.org today and take your first step toward affordable home ownership. Your future starts now.
People tune in to hear the latest local and national news.
That's not us.
People tune in to hear the latest music.
That's definitely not us.
People tune in to hear political pundits expound on politics.
No, that's not us.
How about people tune in to hear entertaining stories, jokes, odd topics, and laughter?
Oh, yeah, that's us. That's Stuff.
Tune in every Thursday morning at 8:30 to listen to the latest Stuff with Bev Prentice and Lynn Arsenault on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
This program is Deep Cuts. My name is Hannah. I sit in this very chair in this very studio every Thursday afternoon between 4 and 6 o'clock, and I'm really happy that you decided to join me this afternoon. Up next, the artist who, as a nerdy 16-year-old, was invited to hang out with the cool kids at a pool party in Williamsburg, Virginia, but things didn't quite go as planned, as his only way of getting there was in his friend's 1941 Chevy. The only problem was that it had a standard transmission, and he couldn't drive a stick, so his entrance was, what would you say, far short of smooth. That incident, though, inspired this new song from Bruce Hornsby, Indigo Park, on 89.7 WTBR-FM.
I'd take the plunge in the old time dark, put her on in and put her in water. There's a heightened sense of possibility. It won't ease, and I'm in with you, only in my dreams. Oh, let these days be over delight, captured in a rhythm and a rhyme. Watching these draw lines, chase your life's most scintillating times. Holding you flying up and down, lit up like a diamond hiding in the rough. Succeed or fail, it's all the same. It's only life, and life is enough. So whatever
an old 41 car, first top stick shift. Carter, Braxton, Navarro, Finn taught me how to enter with a big. I made my great big entrance, greeted by the collective indifference of the neighborhood crew. I may be slipping, sliding back, fading away, from your view. Oh, let these days be your delight, captured in a rhythm and a rhyme. Watching these drawn lines chase your lights, scintillating times, falling and flying up and down, lit up like a diamond hiding in the rough. Succeed or fail, it's all the same. It's only life, and life is enough. So whatever, it's life and life only. Pushing up through Kimberlite blue underground route, the turbulent flow pushes up through the ground blue. Sunlight, diamonds, water there at the concrete sand, sharp edges looking out for you. Diving in head first, jackknife, perfect 10, hoping never ends. Oh, let these days be your delight, as if you're living in a dream. Watch these drawn lines, trace your life's most scintillating scenes, falling or flying up and down, lit up like a diamond hiding in the rough. Succeed or fail, it's all but the same. In the end, life is enough. Captured in a rhythm and a rhyme, never quite get there. Scintillating to falling or flying up and down,
sing you my song. Again, just a friend on the wind, seeking shelter. There's a crack in the sky and a light from on high, and higher when I'm with
The Black Keys from their most recent album, No Rain, No Flowers, and Beautiful People on Pittsfield Community Radio. My name is Hannah. Sorry to say our time together has come to an end for this afternoon. We're going to send you home with this appropriately titled song from Oasis. I'm out of here on 89.7 WTBR-FM. My name is Hannah. You've been listening to Deep Cuts on Pittsfield Community Radio. We are 89.7 WTBR-FM Pittsfield and 88.1 WSBR Lee, Massachusetts.